guys.
Welcome back to the Phoenix Podcast. I'm Brandon McDevitt.
I'm Tiffany Piper.
And I'm Sandy Gouch. Today we're going to be talking about all the times Tiffany has shattered her phone.
Yeah, story time. So, in all, I've probably shattered about 4 phones.
That's a great, put down your yearbook.
It's a pricey.
Yeah.
Shattered
So,
4 phones.
I guess let's get into it. So, the first phone I shattered was a iPhone 6S.
Oh my
I
God.
don't blame you. They're kind of crap. Oh my.
Go
It
in
was
the
a used
comments.
phone. I got it. It was my
I don't know what
sister's
you're
phone
talking about.
originally. But anyways, it's not a very entertaining story, but pretty much I spent the whole day swimming, and I was making sure the pool I was at a campground, and they had repainted the parking lot, so I was trying not to step in the paint with my clumsy self, and and my hands were wet already from the pool, and it slipped out of my hands, fell onto the painted area, and shattered. And when I got a new phone, a family friend told me that he bet I couldn't last past 6 months before I shattered another phone.
Has that held up? Has the statement held up?
Yes, a week before that 6 months, I was at Celebration Station. I had, alright, so I had a phone, and I forgot, and it was in my pocket, and I went on the go-karts, and it fell out of my pocket onto the go-kart ring and got ran over.
Did you just see it get run over?
You should have filed a lawsuit against someone. Be like, you ran over my phone. It doesn't matter if it was on the go-kart.
It doesn't matter if it was my fault.
Over it.
It didn't matter. You could have saw it.
Yeah, actually, it was really funny because the phone case had tire marks. So when I got the new phone and I put the same phone case didn't break, I was surprised. That phone case did not break. It was just the glass. And, the phone still worked. It was just, the screen that shattered. Okay. I used that phone case for another phone before I shattered it.
Okay, so that's 2 down. Number 3.
Number 3 isn't that intriguing. It's not like the go-kart.
Shattered to shatter. Shattered to shatter.
I dropped it while on a tire swing, and it fell on a stick.
That's the most pointless.
Yeah, that's
pointless. That was the weakest.
Was
saddest.
it an iPhone?
No, it was Samsung, but it dropped from our
height. It don't count.
Yeah,
it dropped from our height. Unlike the iPhone, it dropped from our higher area.
Okay.
And then number 4, this phone that is shattered right now. I was playing hide-and-go-seek tag with my cousins, and I went inside the house, thought I left it behind in the house, and then when I got out, I had to make sure I wasn't seen, and I went and hid by a bush. Didn't know it was in my pocket, so when I saw, I started running. I ran down the hill, and my foot got stuck in a pothole, and then so I was tripping, and then I got back up and continued running. You know what? It might have been stepped on, actually.
Guy just steps on a phone.
So it was in a leafy area, so it could have hit a stick, or it could have been stepped on. So yeah. There's 4 times I shattered my phone, and 3 of the 4 times.
More.
3 of the 4 times my phone has been shattered. We had a family friend who called it, who said I would shatter it by a certain time frame, and I have. So he might be psychic or something. I don't like how.
We would have to do voodoo.
The funny thing was with this one, I didn't tell him that I got a new phone in fear that he'd make a bet. I didn't. Then again, he didn't have to. I shattered the phone the next day.
Dude, I had track phones until I could get a real one. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So they're kind of a little wimpier, actually pretty wimpy. So One of them was. Okay, this can sound so messed up because it is. I put it in my book bag because in school you're not allowed to have your phone on your personal.
Oh yeah.
Imagine, right?
Well, middle school, yeah.
Yeah. So it was in my locker, and so was my keys. So keys, phone, same pocket, right?
Mm-hmm.
For some odd reason, I slammed my book bag on the ground for no reason whatsoever. I have no idea. Maybe I was trying to be funny. I don't know. Goodbye, phone.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Hit right on the phone. Pretty sad. The other time, I think another key incident. I don't know. I don't know if maybe they're related. I don't know. But it didn't ruin the phone. It was a screen protector. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But the other accidents were water related. So I was at my friend's place. Okay, listen, Savannah. Jeez, I'll say water when I want to say water.
I don't know. I mean.
Anyway, I was at a pool with water in it, and
No
I was
way.
walking the edge. And my friend pushed me in. I was like, "Oh, this is fun." I was like, "No, it's not. I have my phone in my pocket." I went completely berserk.
I would have sued.
You can't sue. It's like a $20 phone.
Oh, okay.
I mean, these aren't like $100 phones.
These aren't iPhones.
No, these aren't. Yeah, these exactly. And then the other time, I went I think 30 minutes swimming because I had pockets in my bathing suit. So I went 30 minutes swimming, and me and my brother were fighting or something like that. And he hit a hard part of my thigh, and I was like, "What the heck?" I'm like, "Oh my god, that's my phone." Took it out, completely busted. So I've had some bad times with water. So not a water bender.
I think I just remembered another small detail that I left out about the last story. I had my phone for 44 hours. It was a brand new phone. Yeah. You guys know that. I don't know if I made that comment for viewers to see. Yeah.
It's so sad. It's just sad.
What was even funnier is our screen protectors were shipped in by Amazon an hour later. Mom got a text message saying your screen protectors are in.
No need for them anymore.
Yeah.
There's any. Savannah, you have your phone. Oh, we already know the story, but.
Yeah.
You were in our generation. You shattered a phone at least once. At least once.
Oh, because we're not responsible.
You've had that accident.
One of them.
So this is before Rona, probably a year or two ago.
All stories.
And I was walking with some friends, and I had my phone out, and I think I was texting my mom I'm on my way home or something like that. And I go to put it in my pocket, and I miss my pocket, but I didn't know I missed my pocket. So I just drop it, I just let it go. And it hits it on the corner, shatters the entire thing from that corner on. I was so mad. I went home crying. Yeah. Yep. And I was just so man.
What was the time ratio there from out of the box to drop?
Oh,
how long?
It was my dad's previously, so he probably had it for 2 years. And they gave it to me, and I probably had it for at least a year by then. So I mean it's a good phone.
Double win.
Yeah. So
I gotta say, looking at my timeline of phones, I got my iPhone 6S for Christmas. It lasted about a year. Then after that, 5 months and 3 weeks, because it was almost at the 6-month rate. And then 4 months. And then 44 hours.
Yeah.
See, in trend here. Well, next time you're gonna be able to open the box.
It's gonna be 22 hours. Yeah.
You're gonna open it and it's gonna be cracked.
Yeah, my mom would literally murder me if that happened. I'm lucky to be alive right now with the 44-hour time zone.
Now here's the thing: if you open the box and it's already cracked, it can't get worse.
I disagree.
You can't crack it again.
I would hate to pay for a phone that's already cracked.
Well, what about resell, resold?
Okay, If I knew it had a crack in it.
Yeah. Minor. You know what I mean? We ain't talking about,
You can fix that for like $30. So it's not like a stab in the payment. Like, but like here's the thing, like, you know, like
stab to your heart.
Yeah.
Dignity.
Okay, so you know, like refrigerators, like if those have a scratch on them, you get like $500 off. And now I get it. They're a lot more expensive. But I'm saying, like, with phones, like, I don't know where you live, but like in my area, there are literally like companies that have like guys, and they'll like send them to your house. This is before the Rona. Now they do it in their cars, but they'll like literally like sit there and you get to watch them take your phone apart and replace the screen. I think that's cool. You can't do that now, but
yeah, it's pretty cool.
I just think it's cool, and it's literally like $30, and I'm just like, I could get $100 off a brand new iPhone if it had a cracked screen. And replace that for $30, and there you go. You made $70. Like, yeah, resell it.
Dude.
Yeah, some crap like that. But
we're gonna start a new company. And
then you have brand new screen, like fully replaced screen. So I don't know what else you could ask for.
But yeah.
If you don't know the science behind why Samsungs have a lot more durability in their screens compared to an iPhone, I'm gonna tell you. Okay, so
here we go.
Yeah.
Okay, your answer to life's mystery.
So here's my Samsung screen, right? So if I were to heat the back of it up and take this off, you would see all these guts, right? Now, you can't just take off the back of an iPhone. You have to do it the other way. Take the screen off. So the screen being separate from the motherboard, from all the guts of your phone, puts it in a position where it's more likely to crack because there's nothing else behind it. So if I had a piece of glass and you kicked it, first off, don't do that. Your foot would shatter also, but the glass would shatter and there would be blood everywhere. And if I put a piece of wood behind it and you tried to kick it, it'd be a lot harder to kick. So it's exactly like that, except in phone versions. And that's why
that makes sense why my brother was able to play soccer with a Samsung phone and not shatter it somehow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
One, he had a pretty good phone case. I got to give him that. And he had the screen protector on.
Otterbox.
It was an Otterbox.
And
he played soccer with his phone, and the only thing that happened was the case got scratched up.
Yeah.
Other than that, he had a perfectly good screen, and he showed off to our friends at church.
Nice.
You know, Neil deGrasse Tyson is a strong believer in no cell phone cases. Right? And I'll tell you his reasoning, because I heard it and I was like, come on, man, you're such a smart guy and you just told me that garbage. He said, like, in the military, you know, when they're doing the gun march, they're swinging it everywhere. They've practiced. They know their gun and not to shoot it at the wrong time, where to hold it, where not to. You know what I mean? They don't need a protection on it. And I was like, hey, Neil, you got a good point there. And that's why he doesn't use a case, because that's
cannot compare a gun
like twirling
to a phone.
Hey, listen, hey, I ain't saying nothing right now. I'm just telling you what Neil said. All right, chill out. I ain't saying nothing.
Right now, Bubba.
And freaking, he was like twirling it or something, like it was nothing. And I was like, Neil, put it down. And he had no case. All right, it was just like fresh out the box, no screen protector. He's got a point, because there's no need for it if you don't drop it. But I'm like, Neil, accidents happen, Neil.
Yes, accidents happen. And you also have to remember
also
the fact
for
of
military.
Other people. When there's a gun, no one else can pull that trigger if it's in your hand.
But no one else can. Oh, yeah. No. Like, you can drop your phone, and if you give it to someone else, they can drop your phone.
Yes.
If you have your gun, they can shoot it.
That's not my point, though. My point is that if you have your hand on the trigger, no one else can pull that trigger, right? Like, nobody, like, you're there, you know?
Okay.
If I have my phone in my hand, this has happened numerous times to me. Somebody hits it out of your hand.
Mm-hmm.
So
you can accidentally shoot a gun. So
yes,
like,
you can.
your
You
fingers
can
on the trigger,
accidentally
man.
drop your phone. And even the military makes mistakes. So.
Hey, no, America's military don't. I was joking.
Okay.
I'm joking. It's a yoke. It's a yoke. It's a yoke.
It's a yoke. Okay.
It's a yoke. Jeez.
Better be a yoke.
I think we've all watched those military fail videos. The guy sleeping is like, it's so funny, dude. I love it. I don't know what his name is. We gotta find him out. I love it. I don't know. What about like, should computers have cases? Like laptops, not
okay. So like for
HP
my
computer.
laptop, I don't put a case on it because
danger zone.
Because I'm not carrying it to like the library. You know, like around my house. Okay, always use 2 hands. It's not something that like you're just like leisurely carrying around, and it's not in a backpack.
That's true. Yeah.
It's not something that you could just put in your pocket. You know.
Casually push laptop. Got a laptop in my backpack on my pill girl. Yeah. The most useless thing is Nokia cases.
No what?
Nokia cases. Nokia cell phone.
Oh.
You don't know Nokia? The most indestructible phone in history.
Be that useless.
Hold on.
Oh wait, that is indestructible phone thing.
Yeah.
I feel like crap. Like that.
You're telling me you don't know Nokia?
No.
Am I saying it wrong? Maybe I got an accent
no
on
Nokia.
How?
Tiffany, you must be muted. I can't hear you.
Tiffany, do you know Nokia?
I know a Survivor phone case. So pretty much my dad has used Survivor phone cases, but pretty much they're created so that way you can fully close it up and it'll be waterproof for 5 feet underwater. So if you're like, I've never heard of that phone. I've never.
It's not like a real phone.
It's not a smartphone. It is a phone, but it's not a smartphone.
I believe that. I don't think that could be indestructible because how do you construct it if it's indestructible?
Dude, thing is impossible to break.
Here's my thing. If you screw in screws, the screws can come out. You know?
Now if you glue them.
So you're telling me that you super glue this shit together? Really?
Dude, it's Nokia.
There's no way.
Nokia, no joke.
You can dump the screw in super glue and then screw it in.
I don't know. I don't think there are any screws in there.
Super glue.
There are no screws on it.
Very useless.
I have no idea.
Oh yeah. So I saw this thing where like 20 years ago, super glue you would set in 10 seconds, and you're not pulling them things apart. It would glue anything to anything. But nowadays.
They still say 10 seconds on one of their bottles that I have, and it does not do it in 10 seconds.
It's impossible
to sit there for an hour.
Anyway, I was saying 20 years ago. Today, if you really want it to not go apart, it's going to have to set overnight pretty much. And if it does 10 seconds, it's worthless. And it all has warning labels. Do not put on your hands.
How do you not get it on your hands is my question. I was trying to like.
It was one of those things where someone took the old super glue and glued their fingers together, and they couldn't pull it apart. Or it was probably more like this.
Let me super glue my fingers together.
I can't tell you how many times I have had super glue on my hands, and you can't scrub it off. It has to wear off. So for the next months, you have super glue on your hands, and it's like, what's that tough spot on my finger? Oh, super glue! Like,
oh yeah, super glue.
I don't know how you're gonna go crazy. I have said that it dries in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
I believe that.
See, that was an F and I.
So here's what I'll do. I'll sit on my couch, turn the TV on to the channel I want, and sit there and super gluing these things together and holding them there.
What are you super gluing?
Like, okay, so like when I 3D print stuff,
okay.
Like you sometimes the
print
supports
pieces.
Are so
you break them. Yeah, accidentally you break them.
Sometimes they're just really small and fragile, and it's really hard to like get the supports off of everything without it breaking.
You gotta bring those numbers up. You can't be
I know.
printing with a
It's too
0.4
small.
nozzle for something that's like a couple inches. All right, that's just insane. You're going insane.
I know. The leg was like it was like probably it was like thinner than my pinky. It was really stupid. It was one of my first
Oh my
prints.
gosh.
I didn't want to make it that big because it was already gonna take 4 hours. So I was just kind of like,
Mhm.
whatever.
Dude, those are rookie numbers. Those are rookie numbers.
Okay.
I can't wait until you're like doing bigger projects.
Yeah.
It's like 14
You're
hours.
too scared to do big projects.
You just gotta wing it. Well, not with your printer, of course.
Yeah, my printer's a piece
Your printer's yeah. It's a.
She's a tough one, let me tell you.
Yeah. If anyone knows what's up.
Yeah.
Well, it's not working. If you have a Creality
CR10, please hit me up. Like, please help me.
If someone's watching this, please hit us up.
Anyone. Yeah.
If someone's on,
let us know.
give us a pose. Oh, I love it.
Confirm that you don't have the Rona for us. Like, let us know down below.
I mean, not a bot.
Yeah.
What's the guy's name? Tom. Freaking bot. Jeez.
Everybody's
the other guy.
bot.
Who's the other guy? There was another one. Mr. Canada.
Yeah. Oh, Canada.
Oh, Canada.
Oh, Canada.
Despise
oh,
me.
Canada.
I despise you. Like, what the heck, man?
Thanks for the comment, but
yeah, thanks for the comment.
Drop a like, and
listen.
maybe we'll consider letting you stay here.
Yeah,
not reporting you.
We're gonna ban him. I don't know how he's running it. You know what I mean?
My thing is, how does YouTube just not like say anything? Because like they have a following, and people, there's like videos on these people like saying that they're bots. So why doesn't YouTube take it down? Like, they're earning money. That's my thing. I'm just
that's true. Yeah, they're earning money. That's why.
Some of them have videos, and like they're literally earning money off of you.
Mm-hmm.
There are bigger channels. Like, I don't know what your point is. But...
Yeah, I'm kind of. I wonder. So, let's say PewDiePie, right? Pewds.
Oh,
he's pretty big, right? Pretty big. So, how much money is he raking in?
Oh, so much. You can Google like his net worth and stuff, and like. I think he was like the main, like the biggest guy on YouTube at one point. I mean, he makes videos every day. It blows my mind. And it's like, and he's older now. Like isn't he like
he's married now?
Yeah, he's married. He has a dog. His dog's adorable. And he still has a following. And I'm wondering like how old are these people? Like are they his age? Like, because I know that like people my age don't really watch him anymore. Like I occasionally dip my toes into the water.
And thinking about this, he's like mega rich. All right.
Yeah.
We agree on that. He's mega rich.
Yeah.
Now think, what's YouTube getting that they can keep?
YouTube gets 50% of all the money that they make from videos and stuff.
Okay, so you're saying
YouTube.
PewDiePie's half.
PewDiePie's half of what he could have had if he made his own YouTube, basically.
Oh my gosh.
But you have to here's the thing. PewDiePie, from what I understand, is the one who inspired like these like older people, just like 20-year-olds basically that are like into the YouTube now because they saw how much this guy was making and how entertaining he was, and they grew up watching him. Like, why can't I do that? And I think that's how YouTube got a lot more popular because people saw how much money they could actually make. What do you guys think about like this whole YouTube thing that's going on? Like,
I have no idea what this YouTube thing's going on.
Oh yeah.
What's going on?
Okay, so like there's a lot of drama and YouTube's not like YouTube's not like
monitoring it,
filtering things. Like YouTube's not like they're filtering things that they shouldn't be filtering, and then they don't filter the things that they should, you know? So it's like a lot of older YouTubers like what was socially acceptable back then is a lot different from now.
Yeah.
And YouTube like leaves it up to all of these people to like put content out that they think is socially acceptable, and they're just like, you do what you want to do. Like, it's just kind of like they're like, oh, whatever you want to do, we're just taking 50% of it. Like, that's kind of it.
Yeah. So wait, who's going at who? What's the beef?
Well,
who's dissing who?
Okay,
there's a whole complex series of things. Everybody's at each other's
throat. So the big thing is that there's this girl named Tati, right? She's a beauty YouTuber. she's in her
Tati.
40s. She's she's older and stuff, and she got off of social media for a month, and then came back and like put this 40-minute video out saying like, these two people forced me to do this, and that's why I made that video. And here's the real truth. Although she should have just said what was really happening like a month ago or like several months ago when she released this other video. And it's like calling out like James Charles and Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson.
Wait,
like,
what are they doing? Like a makeup tutorial? It's like, oh, I didn't want to do that.
Do anything. It's like, no.
What's
they're saying that.
Where's like the bad in it?
So so she's saying that Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star made her make a video about James Charles, accusing him of like molesting people and like going after straight guys when he's gay and like forcing them to be gay or something like that. It's all like accused, and these are really big accusations.
It's pretty big.
Yeah, and she's saying, well, I didn't want to make that video, but they told me that I should and that I really needed to for the safety of other people, so I did it.
It's peer pressure is what it came down to.
But I'm like, you're 40 years
old. Pretty
sus. You're 40 years old, like, or older. You're in your 40s.
Yeah,
like,
grown now.
You're a grown woman, and you have a lot of money, just like these guys. So, you can do what you want. You can block people. You cannot talk to people. You can file restraining orders. It's not like they can actually get to you. Yeah. Expose them instead of making accusations to this 20-year-old. He's actually 21 now, and he's really young, and he's trying to, he had made his start, but he's like, he lost a lot of followers because of that, and lost a lot of views and money too. And she's making so much money off of these videos, like a 40
I would
video,
expect that.
And it's
people
like
love drama.
Fans are gonna watch it because they want to know, like, what is this girl saying now? And then other YouTubers go and talk about it, and then
they make money off of it,
and then they go back to the original and watch that too.
Yeah.
It's just this. It's like, listen, if you want money, just make a video saying I want money. Like, I don't understand. Like,
yeah, I want money.
But it's like, but the whole, like, some people were saying that she was like really dumb for making that, and like she really shouldn't have made that because the world doesn't rotate around her, and what's happening right now is a lot bigger and more important than her petty little peer pressure issues.
Okay.
Like,
all right. I like these people.
Yeah. Like, we have all these movements going on and protests, and you're sitting at home, like,
telling
being like, should I tell the world that I was peer pressured at the age of 40? Like, I don't get it. But I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what I picked up from, like, watching the real videos. Like, I don't watch any of the, like, T-Spill, like, those channels and stuff. But
is that all the drama that's going on, or is it more branched out?
There's like a couple apology videos from people. One person's quitting YouTube for now, temporarily leaving. And it's just like people are being called out for like a lot of the stuff that they used to say or like did in the past, which is right. Like, they should be called out for that. And some people are like genuinely apologizing and saying, I didn't mean for that to be like offensive. And other people are apologizing for like the 5th time, and it's just kind of like, and it's like, it doesn't matter if you take the clips down because people still have them,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
dude, what's up with Dr. Disrespect or some of that getting banned off Twitch?
I say, there's only so many times you can apologize for something you've done in your past. If you did something horrible in the past, apologize and then move on. If people keep complaining about it to you or keep bringing it up after you've made it known, you've said something about it publicly, at that point, it should keep the ones who are still focusing on that aren't worth it because they don't. Yeah. They're just trying to start up more drama.
But like,
it's too short for long-term grudges.
If you like see what's like happening now though, my thing is like, if people keep bringing it up, then your apology must not have been efficient. Like, it must not have been taken in a like sincere apology, and I think that's what's happening because Shane Dawson, pretty consecutively, like 5 years apart has been like having to people like bring it up again, and then he has to put out another apology video and stuff like that. And it's just kind of like,
Remember Cash Money.
Yeah, and then YouTube is saying something and doing some stuff, like saying that like Logan Paul. They said,
yeah,
you don't get any money. You get money. You can get your own money from like selling merch and stuff like that, but you don't get any money from our AdSense. So all of the money goes towards them. And that's and that's why they don't ban him from YouTube, because they're like, hey, you bring us a lot of money. We're not going to ban you, so you can still put out your videos and stuff like that, and you can still, put things out on YouTube. But we like your money, so we're not actually going to ban you, and you can just get money from merch.
I think that's totally fine. That's fine with me. You know what I mean? Like,
but I also
think it's like, it's just
because YouTube is a platform. That's their company. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So they can do whatever you want.
Do you
There's
want
no real
your company
right
to be full of racist jokes and like rude, like just incredibly rude? He took down that video. He took it down, okay, but he still did it.
I don't watch Shane Dawson.
Yeah, but
but he's done other things too. Like, it's not just like this one thing I'm gonna apologize for and call it a day. It's like he's like, it's always like a relevant thing. Like, it's still the jokes. It's still this. And like Shane Dawson, like, he put out content about pedophilia and racism, and he would say things that he really shouldn't say, like, pretty consistently when he was younger. And he's like, well, that was when I was younger. I don't even know that person anymore.
Right.
But it's like, he did it for like so many years. He's been on YouTube like 15 years now. So it's like he did it for so many years that some people thought it was okay.
Yeah.
Because they saw that content. And then it's just, I just think that it's like, it's like bacteria breeding. Like, it's just wild.
Yeah, virus.
Yeah, but at the same time, even if you did for so many years, like, you look at any YouTuber, really, they when you're in your younger years, especially young adult years, there's a reason why you have to be 21 to drink. There's a reason why you have to be such and such an age before you can start. Even though you are an adult at 18, you still have to wait a couple of years to actually be respected as an adult. Like, you're still treated as an adult, but you're not as respected as most 30-year-olds would be, or your late 20s.
There's a license of terms.
Because, like, even looking back at Simply Not Logical, I kind of didn't agree with a lot of things she said when I first started watching her. But she was pretty funny, so I kind of overlooked that part. She's a lot different now. Yeah, she probably said a few things that could have offended a lot of people, but she's apologized for it. She's been sincere about it. But there's some people who just can't get over the fact that she was like that when she was younger. I feel like anyone who hasn't reached a certain age, you're going to be ignorant about certain subjects. Not that they're ignorant all throughout. There's just certain subjects they don't really think about, that there's going to be multiple sides to the story. I completely respect her now as a person today, and I think she's a wonderful role model for children, more so than when I first started watching her as a young teen.
For sure, yeah. Jenna Marbles, I've been watching her for years now, and she was just like, I really respected her, and I loved what she, like, had done on her channel and all the different videos, and I really liked her personality. She was just, like, fun to watch and really entertaining. So when she put out, like, an apology video, I was like, wait, that's weird. Like, she's never said anything that's, like, I've been like, what? But I didn't really watch a lot of her older videos. I only watched, like, more current ones. And, there was some stuff in there that she was like, I'm really sorry, and I'm really sorry that offended anyone. And she even brought up stuff that, like, nobody pointed out, but she was like, that was bad, and I did take that down. And, like, she took all of it down, privated it, and, she was just like, I'm really sorry. And this is the first apology video that she's, like, ever had to do. And she was just like, I made this channel because I wanted people to have fun, and I wanted people to come here to have a good time. And if people aren't having a good time, then maybe I need to take a break. Maybe I need to step back for a bit and think about how to make it a good time. And I think that for me was just kind of like, that felt really sincere to me. And then, I went and watched Shane Dawson's, and it was just kind of like repetition of like some of his older ones. And, a lot of the stuff that he was saying was like very heavy. And I was just like, wow, like you said that, which I was really shocked by. But
it's pretty crazy.
When it comes to apologies, an apology can be very different to one person than it could be to other people. It all depends. I know it's Gary Chapman's love languages, and it means love languages in general. It's like having a friendship or a relationship. You perceive things certainly. There are certain things that you hold above others. So, and what could be a horrible apology to some people might be good enough because to that person, they apologized. They didn't really see anything else they could have done to apologize. While for others, they might do an apology in a different way and in a more sincere way. While others, their way of dealing with being anxious or nervous about something is throwing jokes in between the apology. It's not that they aren't sincere, it's just that's their way of coping with all that stress that they're being put on to apologize.
Yeah, and I agree with that. That's something that I would definitely take into consideration when like watching something like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we've hit the 30-minute mark. Any closing statements before we wrap it up?
Be more careful with your phone and don't shatter it.
Yeah.
Learn from
it's not the end of the world if you do.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world, but that's a nice, pretty good
reality check.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, but at least nobody's like going anywhere anymore. Well, I can't say that because some people are. Stay at home. But
wear a mask.
For the most part,
home,
if you
stay
stay at home, like you're less likely to drop your phone from a higher distance or anything like that. So.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be from your face.
Honestly.
So if you do go out and about, please take the safety precautions by keeping your 6 feet and wearing a mask.
Yeah.
No one's gonna watch this.
Like, I'm not gonna say hold you back from doing what you want to do, because I myself, there are gonna be some things I need to do. So I have been going out a little bit, but I've been keeping my 6 feet and wearing my mask.
Yeah.
So you can trust that I'm being safe.
Okay.
Which is all you should expect of other people, is try to be safe.
Let's hope. It's the Venus Podcast.